decided to sit up for this video, but don't mind me. I'm just in my bed. I'm about to go to bed. But I wanted to touch up on something. And if it's a long video that it's over 3 minutes and it's this way for not a short but an actual video, I'm sorry. But I'm hoping to keep it short. So lately, a lot of people have had severe craziness with toxic masculinity and femininity, and it's scary. It's genuinely scary. I don't know how people are so judgmental about, makeup was made for men back in the day. Believe it or not, it was made for men. I think skirts were also made for men. A few things were made for men. And now we hate against them. We hate against people trying new things and being themselves and just doing what they want to do with themselves. And it's we control ourselves. There is no need to go onto another person's site or in public and hate on them. That is why. Even at this dance I went to recently, there were so many goth people, but it was so cool, and I loved interacting with these people. And to go back to toxic masculinity and femininity. And then we also say to boys they can't cry, and we say to men or women that if they cry they're on their period. What is this? And how women should act and what occupations they should have. And all girls are the same. And not all girls have to wear makeup, not all girls have to wear skirts, there is no code. There is no boys and girls clothing. There is no boys and girls color. There's none of that. That is not necessary. That is not needed. That is not welcome. It is, what is it? It's like a guide. And if you don't want to go by the guide, you don't have to, because it's a guide. It's to get you started. But you can branch off and do what you want. And our society shames on that. And it's gross. It's disgusting. And I feel like, as people, we should be addressing this. We should be addressing these norms we put on ourselves and on each other. How women have to be skinny, how men have to be buff, how it's not okay. I don't know who made it okay, but it's not. And it's kind of demeaning and a little bit insensitive. And I don't see anyone saying that. I had a conversation with my boyfriend the other day. And this is what sparked me to make this video. We were talking about masculinity and femininity and how toxic people are. Me and him have a great relationship because we don't judge each other. There is no such thing as too feminine and too masculine, or too unmasculine, too unfeminine. We've had conversations of this because of how people have treated him, and I've had to tell him, hey, you can be whatever you want to be. I'm not going to judge you if you're too not masculine, if you're too girly. I could care less. You know? And it's disturbing. It's wrong, and I just feel like making a video about it to talk about how wrong it, at least for me, it makes me feel repulsed that we make people feel so suppressed with their emotions, with who they want to be, with their orientation, with everything. And it makes me feel irked. And I don't know if anyone else who sees this video will feel that way. If you don't feel that way, be respectful in the comments, of course. But that is a recent thing I've had conversation about, because it's so sad that we have to, be so rejectful and hurtful and not so understanding. And I wish we were more understanding as a society. And so I just want to make this video to talk about how standards like masculinity and femininity, um it shouldn't have to be followed by, like, do your own thing. There's no such thing as boys and girls clothes. As I said, it's a guideline. It's not, it's not like when I have kids, if I have little boys or little girls or whatever, they will either way will be both using dolls and trucks. Like, I could care less. Like, they can have action figures, they can have dollies, they can have American Girl dolls and wrestling dolls, or they can have little trucks. And like, and I'm not gonna just dress girls in pink and boys in blue. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, they're gonna be able to pick whatever colors they want, and before they can pick their own colors, they're gonna wear whatever colors like that I think is cute for them. So, and let your kids experiment. That's another thing. Like, let your kids experiment with like colors and feel like we don't let our kids have free range anymore of like what they want to experience and what they want to do with themselves. It's crazy. And then we hold a standard of like the boys when they're 10 can or whatever can have a girlfriend, but women have to wait until they're like 15 to date. I also don't agree with that. Like, if I have a daughter, she can date at like 14, 15 years old. That will be the same for my son, because like we're equal in this household. But that is my rant for today, just about toxic masculinity, toxic femininity, and now I guess about like how we should be, like the children in the household should be equal. But anyway, I hope you have a great night, and this is my last video for today because I'm only making two, and this is last minute, 10:42 now. Also, make sure to go check my bio. Okay, I put two links in there, and they're links for people that I know, and like people, like they're of people I know, and the Twitch links will bring you to their account and show you like what they make. They do like gaming and stuff, and it'll just help them, and we will appreciate it very much. So if you want to, you can go look into that and follow them on there. I don't know if the Twitch stuff will work, but if it doesn't, just type it into a web browser or something. Have a good night. Also, don't feel obligated to do that. And I hope you have a great day or night, and I'm going to bed.